Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Alina, and for those of you who are probably looking at my channel for the first time, I'll briefly tell you what my channel is about. My channel is about helping persons to become the best version of themselves by showing you different dining and etiquette skills. I touch on home decor, I talk about my own fashion, and I also show my own fashion styles as well as wine education. So today we are going to have a discussion on home decor tips, and what I've noticed is that we make a lot of mistakes when we are decorating our home. So this is what the discussion is going to be today. So I have 8 different topics that I would like to talk about, and we will see whether or not where we're guilty at, because Christmas is fast approaching, and you know everybody want to go and get a new furniture, they want to get new appliances and so on, but are we doing it in a haste? So we're going to talk about all of that as well. So the first topic that I want to talk about, the mistakes we make when we are decorating our home, is 1, buying furniture which is too large for our space. How many of us are guilty of that? A show of hands. I've done it before. So sometimes we may run down to the store, we see something that we really like, and we can't help ourselves, and we purchase it. And then when we bring it home, we put it in our living room, everything is looking like this. Alright, so we don't want to buy furniture that have our space looking even smaller. One of the tips that I'll also give you all is, when you're buying your furniture, if you have a small space, I would recommend you buy your love seat and your single seats, as well as your sofa with legs, because it actually opens up the space, as opposed to buying furniture that hits the floor, especially if you have a small space. If you have a large living room area space, that is all well and good. You can have the lovely L shape and stuff like that, but you want to go smaller with the furniture, and you can buy some really statement pieces in your living room space. And the same thing goes for the bedroom. You ever walk into someone's bedroom and they have a really small bedroom with a king size bed? So we don't want to do that either, because when you buy that king size bed, there is nothing else that can really go in the room, and then you limit your space, and in terms of actually having a room that is warm and inviting. Okay, so the next thing that we do is we hang our artwork or our pictures on our walls too high. So the standard level is 57 inches. We don't want to have it at a very high level that our neck's stretching up like that, and we can't to look at whatever artwork or painting we have on our walls. Okay, so if we are guilty of that, we probably need to bring it down. Use your measuring tape. I have this one. It's a standard tape, or you can also get this one that I have as well, which has the lever that can help you have anything that you want measured at a good level. So just remember, 57 inches is what is the standard measurement. You want to have it at eye level, so that whoever is looking at your artwork or painting, it's not uncomfortable for them to look at, especially if they're a short person like me, 5'3". Okay, you want to have a standard size or a standard level of eye level for your painting. On another thing, which is number 3, I want to touch on, is the drapery, our panels, or our curtains. Some of us hang our panels too low. So the painting is too high and the panels are too low. You want to actually lift your space, and actually gives the illusion that your ceiling is high, especially if you live in a place where the ceiling is very low. You want to have a high level illusion. Sorry, I'll say that again. You want to have the look that your ceiling is higher than it really is, especially if you live in a space that is a very sort of like dwarf-like look in your home. So that is something we need to pay attention to. What I'd also add to that is when you hang your panels, your curtains, your drapery, you want to make sure that it's actually kissing the floor. So you don't want it off from the floor like 3 inches, and you do see that in some people's home. So you want to actually have it kissing the floor, and sometimes in some dramatic ways you can actually have it actually draping the floor as well, but not overly done. But that as well will help us to get our space looking a lot more better. And trust me, those little things add a lot to our space. It makes it look a lot better. So let's talk about number 4. I would say sometimes we don't balance our space. For example, we may have our sofa and we may have one love seat, but it makes our living space look a little lopsided. So you want to actually balance your space. So you'd want to have like 2 single seats, you have your sofa. If you have floor lamps, you may want to probably invest in 2 floor lamps, and that sort of even out the space, because if you look at it from a distance, it looks really good when it's really balanced. And what I'll add to that as well, once again, measure your space, because that will tell you whether or not you can buy that extra side table, or you want to have another accessory or accent in your home and not have your space look too cluttered or overly done. Okay, so we're talking about home decor and the mistakes we make decorating our home. Number 5 I want to touch on is the carpet or our area rugs. Sometimes we buy an area rug that is too large or too small for our space. Now everybody have their different styles in terms of what they would like their space to look like. However, if you have a very small space and you buy a large area rug, it actually may shrink your space and vice versa. So you may want to, again, it all comes down to a measurement in terms of what size area rug. It's not about, okay, I just really like this rug and you just go and purchase it. It's all about actually thinking about your space, contextualizing your space, and it's all about a science and of course in some cases even mathematics. Whew, it is so hot today. I actually have some wine, but I'm kind of hesitating on drinking that wine now because I think it's gonna make me feel more hot. Anyway, so we're moving on to number 6. Number 6, buying all your furniture in one go. And a lot of us are guilty of that because Christmas time, we go down to the furniture store, so we buy everything for the bedroom, we buy everything for the living room, and then after we're stuck with these things, and then sometimes we get tired of seeing it, but we already purchased it. So my suggestion is take your time. Buy signature pieces. Don't rush it. Decorating takes time. So what you can do, as Christmas is coming, you go, you visit some stores, you see what you like, and you buy statement pieces, because you know if you want to sell it, it is going to be much easier to get it off your hands if you no longer want it, or if you want to change up your look or your space in your home. And in my retro video, when I spoke about the bedroom where we buy matching furniture, so the wardrobe matching the bedroom set, and the bedroom set is matching the chest of drawer, that is sort of outdated. So even in your bedroom, you want to at least get some signature pieces, even if it's your single seat, or maybe you have some sort of piece to have a focal point in your bedroom and really bring your space in and have it looking as lovely as you would like. And of course, buy furniture which suits your personality. Some of us, we like the more traditional style of home decor, some of us will go through a more contemporary or modern. I am really into modern and contemporary style decorations. I do not really like traditional styles, but there are actually some traditional styles furniture that I really like, and it's sometimes antique, so you may want to at least have something that would make a statement piece in your home. Okay, all right, so where are we? Number 7, splurging on trends. We go crazy with that. So we go online or we look in a magazine and we see what's happening now, and then we go crazy, we buy everything, and then 5 years later we don't like it. Unless you have the money to spend, my recommendation once again is to hold back on buying all those items, because for example, oh sorry, I want to sneeze. For example, right now the trend is round mirrors in your home. So you can actually get a nice round mirror which is decorated nicely on the outside, but you want to have something that is not so much in the trend that a year later it's gone. Because as I said in my earlier video, in my other video when I talked about the color trends for 2019 sorry, for 2019, by 2020 those trends are not going to be the same color trends. So everything is keep moving, so you don't want, as I said, unless you have the finances to do that, you don't want to go and buy all these trends and then a year later, 2 years later, you're looking at like, I need to get this out of my home, and then you're stuck with it. Number 8, what I would say is painting. The colors we use. Painting, people, is not just about buying a color because it feels good and you just put it on your walls and that's it. It actually have context in using a color paint. My suggestion to you is do a sample on your wall before. For example, I remember in the past when I was looking for apartments, one of the things that would turn me off when I go into the apartment is the entire apartment is painted in one color. And because Caribbean people love colors so much, we go with all these bright colors. So this bright yellow, the entire apartment is in bright yellow, a bright papaya color, a bright pink, and then you really want me to come and live there? Some of it looks like Barney exploded inside there. The entire place is purple. So my bet is, or my advice would be to paint it in a neutral color. Go for softer hues such as white, creams. You can use bone white, you can use apple white, because that will have your tenants more options in terms of when they're decorating their space. So you don't want to have, you're losing tenants because your entire apartment is paint in the color of purple, as we would say here in the Caribbean, and it's turning people off. So those are the 8 things that we would want to look at when we are decorating our space. I hope that this video was helpful and the information was helpful for you as well. So when you're going shopping, just remember these 8 tips that I shared with you. And again, I would like to thank all those who continue to support me on my channel. I would also like to encourage those, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, like, and of course subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram for inspiration. Take care, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Bye.